Good morning. It's turned out nice again. How's it going, guys? We're all right. Well, it hasn't turned out that nice, to be honest. I mean, there's a bit of blue sky, but it's very cloudy. Can't be doing with that. Looks like Yorkshire out there. Not wrong with Yorkshire. North Yorkshire, anyway, the real Yorkshire. I've got to be careful because I was just adjusting my tripod and it broke. So if I touch this in the slightest, it's going to go crashing down. So, how are you doing, guys? You all right? Um, I feel under pressure already today to get out, right? We're playing today, right? My local team. And, I've got a few things to do before going out, right? And oh, my watch is dead. There you go. It's 9:10. And I've got to be out in about 3 hours. And I've got so much to do. So I wanted to get my morning briefing out straight away. I've not even had a cup of coffee yet. I won't be going to the cafe this morning, but I've not been there much recently, to be honest with you. Austerity, basically. It's winter, and things are a little bit more tighter in winter. But that will not deter me from going for a drink today, that is for sure. And that's the problem. So we've got a game today at 4 o'clock local time, 3 o'clock UK. And my friend Martin, my good friend Martin, Sunderland fan, you've all heard of Martin. I says, the game's going to be at 4 o'clock on Saturday. He went, all right, meet you at 11 then. He's an animal. He's an animal. I said, I think I need a little bit more time in the morning, Martin. It's 12:30, all right? So it's going to be a long, long day today. 12:30. So yeah, I'm meeting Martin at 12:30. And I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if you saw me reference this the other day, but I'm the supporters liaison officer now for the club. And for David Villa's CF Benidorm, Blue and White Army. And the club asked me the other day, they had to move the fixture from the Sunday, which should have been 12 o'clock on Sunday, to the Saturday because of selection issues. We've got a lot of injuries at the moment, having to play kids and 3 players that are not even fit, senior players. And they said, when should we play the game? Should we play it at 12 on Saturday or 4 o'clock on Saturday? I was like, no. Straight away, I had to look at the fixture list to see when Liverpool were playing when they asked me. Because I would have made everyone go to the game at a time to suit me watching Liverpool. That's class. Imagine being able to do that. But anyway, it doesn't affect that. So, no, I explained that we had a 4 o'clock kickoff here will clash with the 3 o'clock UK games. Which they didn't want to do either, so they tried to get the game moved to 12 today, but it was rejected. So the game is being played at 4 today. So I know the club are a little bit worried about the attendance and things, and yeah, I did try to get the game moved for Martin. When I spoke to Martin, he went, "Well, Sunderland, he was telling me when Sunderland played, he went 12 would be better." So yeah. We're doing that today. We're going to the football. And of course, Liverpool play Leeds United today. And I've got to be honest with you, I have a very, very soft spot for Leeds United. Growing up as a young boy, my uncle, who I was exceptionally close to growing up, I'm not exceptionally close now because we live in 2 different countries and we're adults, but I love him to bits, And I met up with him recently at a family wedding, and he was my hero when I was a kid growing up, and he's a massive Leeds United fan. And my cousin's a Leeds United fan. Basically, my family is either Liverpool or Leeds. And some of my cousins are Liverpool, some of my cousins are Leeds because of him, that side. My other uncle, he's an Everton fan, but we don't discuss that very often. So we exclude that. So the family is either Liverpool or Leeds. And when I was a young boy, when I was about 15, the year that Leeds United got promoted, which I think was 1991, I think it was the last year before the Premier League, it was around then, they were neck and neck with Sheffield United that season. And I went to quite a few games at Leeds. It was maybe a couple of hours on the train, not even that, an hour and a half. It was very cheap to get in back then. And obviously a lot closer than Liverpool. Going to Liverpool was a very big deal for me as a 15-year-old boy. as you can imagine, going across the country, and it was more so getting back, you know. And I did actually, I know you won't believe this, but I did used to save my dinner money during the week and not have dinner. I fucking did at school. My mum would give me, you know, whatever, a quid or whatever it was then for your school dinner. And I used to go without. I've made up for it. I know what you're thinking. And I used to keep my dinner money. And then when I had enough, I would go on the train to Liverpool and watch Liverpool play. You could pay on the gate then. Or maybe I had a ticket, I can't remember, but it was a long time ago, obviously, 40 years nearly. And but it was always that, like, getting back, it was a worry, you know, for a young, 15 years of age, thinking about it, really. But, you know, I used to go and see Leeds play quite a lot. And I'll be honest with you, one of the greatest games of football I've ever been to in my life was Leeds United 4, Hull City 3. And it is on YouTube. Look it up. If you're a football fan, you'll understand why you would enjoy that game. 7 goals, volleys from outside the area, Gordon Strachan, Vinnie Jones. It was just, I don't know if you're a football fan, you're a football fan. Me and my mate Lex that I went to school with, we went to Hull one day just shopping. Well, not shopping, that's what girls do. But what I mean is to a shopping centre, you know, like for a mooch around. So we lived in Scarborough. And like, oh, should we go somewhere at weekends? So we got the train or something to Hull. I can't really remember too much, but we went to this to Hull. And you know, you're walking around as a kid, and you're a football. I can hear, unless it's Remy. You're a football fan, right? So we had our own teams, but we went to Hull, and I went, oh, there's Hull are playing today. Hull versus Oldham Athletic. So we went to the game, and I think we went initially into the Oldham end, because that's quite funny when you go as a neutral and when it's cash at the gate, you know, you can like, who should we support then? Whose end should we go in? And I think we went in the Oldham end first, but didn't like the fans, or it was a bit, I don't know. We switched. We basically turncoated and went for the opposition. So we ended up in 2 different parts of the stadium during the game. So I don't know what you're like. If I go overseas to any country and there's a football game on, I will go. Recently, I went to Seville, as you will know, if you follow my content and my other channel, my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham. The link is in the video description. Excuse me 1 minute. Bed. He's got a brand new bed over there. Not that, I mean, that sounds amazing, but it's just a soft cushion bed or whatever. But I don't want him on the rug because he stinks and she'll go mental. So yeah, I went to Seville recently, and while there, I was supposed to be going out for like a romantic meal and everything, you know. And oh, here she comes. I'm recording. Ciao. See that? Oi, bed. He'll start kicking off now. So we're supposed to be going for a romantic meal and everything. And then I was walking down Seville city centre and I could see these football tops, turkey tops. You know, and I was like, Turkey? Well, that must be an international fixture. Oh, it's got to be Spain. So all I did was I went on Google and put Spain, Turkey. And it came up as they were playing within a couple of hours from when I Googled it. 20 minutes from where my hotel was. So what do? You go, don't you? I remember going to Malta once and being there on holiday. And I went and saw Valletta versus Glasgow Rangers in a European tie. Rangers won 5-0, I think. Someone look it up. It'll have been around 1990. Do you mind? Just wait when I took the dog out. See, this is the problem. Yeah. Oh, do you know, the fucking women, fucking dogs. Although in fairness, the dog does live here. Well, she lives here now. You know, but what I mean is he's got priority, you know. I said to her recently, I said, you know, women come and go, the dog's priority, no doubt about it. But my point is, if there's football on, you go to football, don't you guys? So, yeah, I used to go and see Leeds quite a bit back in the day as a young lad. And Liverpool's my team, obvious, fucking, you know what I mean? But, you know, I like football, you know? We have, you know, if our local team wasn't playing and there was no Premier League football or anything, then, you know, me and my mate, we've been looking at the other, like, league fixtures for the other teams around here to go and scout them and that before games, you know, that come up against us. So, I don't know, you're either a football nut or you're not. To some people, maybe it's Liverpool, that's it. I'll never go and watch another team. Me, I'll go anywhere, honestly. I really would. I do it. There's some people go do that ground hopping. Is that what it's called? Where they go around the different football stadiums and things like that. Yeah. Anyway, so what are you thinking about the Leeds game then? Yeah. There used to have a lot of respect between them two clubs, really. Two proper clubs, I think. Liverpool, I'm going to be biased. But I think Leeds United, I think that what I've noticed over the years, growing up around Leeds United fans is, and I know they've got a reputation, but, dirty Leeds and all that. But the proper old school Leeds United fans, a lot of respect for Liverpool. Absolutely, proper club. I used to hear them say that's a proper club, whatever that means. I don't know if that's, like that today, but certainly with the old school fans that I know, they would speak very highly of Liverpool. And your proper old school Liverpool fans would acknowledge, the importance or the history of Leeds United. So for me, it's always a fixture that I enjoy. So what am I going to do? I'm going to give you my acknowledgements, my shout outs to everybody. I am going for a few sherbets today, as you know. Some of these people have bought me a beer today. I have a link in the video description to Revolut. There's 3 links in the video description. They're all the same. They would all get me a beer, but the Revolut one it's perfect. It goes on my phone and I can tap to get a drink. And yeah, I like my Saturdays out. But today's going to be a long day. Like, meet at half 12, game at 4. That's till 6, right? And then out. It's going to be 12, 13, 14 hours, I reckon. But I don't want to get, I've got to be careful now because now I officially, I'm connected to the club, right? So I'm not quite sure it's good that I rock up at the game now with 32 cans of lager and smuggle them into stadiums. What do you think? I did mention it to one of my mates and he said, we have this group chat. I'll show you it. And yesterday, he said, this is our group chat for the supporters club. He went, you need some of these, Dunk, to put over the beers. And one of the other lads at the same time, what did he say? He just said, I'll carry him in, Dunk. So maybe it'll be easier getting in now. I'll just turn up and go, you're right, Dave. I've got my beers. All right. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to today. You guys know I'm very passionate about my local football team. I am. And because I've made a lot of friends through it. Really, really good friends. Not just Martin, some really good people. And it's completely changed my life, to be honest with you, because, on a weekend, especially, I would just be in here. When I was in a relationship or when I am in a relationship, then yeah, you with your girl and you go out on a Saturday night and things like that. But, during COVID and after I split up with my wife, it was quite, lonely. I don't think I realised I was lonely. I don't know about lonely because I had you guys. I think that's the wrong word, lonely. Just not doing anything really. And then obviously with the involvement with the football club, you become friends with people, you look forward to seeing them. The away games are brilliant. And then you do some other activities out of it, like Dave, my mate that runs the club, the supporters club. He plays football on a Wednesday and he's like, come down, Dunk, on a Wednesday, Martin goes. And there's all these different social elements. And I would strongly advise to any of you that, have got a local club on your doorstep to go to it when it doesn't clash with Liverpool. If you can pop along, especially if it's a lower league team, you know what I mean? The club will be very grateful for your support. And if you love football, you love football, And yeah, I think my involvement with the club, now that I'm the supporters liaison officer, and I speak with the club daily, they consult with me daily, is I'm learning a lot of things that happen at any level of football, whether it's the Premier League or whether it's lower league, formalities, how things work, logistics, anything, obviously a different scale. But I also think that helps with my knowledge and stuff with Cop Talk. So anyway, let's see what acknowledgements we got. It's quite funny really. So she's just come downstairs. I got up early. She's sticking her face through that glass thing going, oh, what you recording? I wanted some breakfast or something. We're going, Cop Talk will always come first, guys. She only just moved in. You know what I'm saying? So she's got to learn, hasn't she? She'll have to learn, otherwise her face will be going through that I'm only joking, because you can't joke about anything today, can you? You're having a laugh at you, she pricked me fucking jaw. Right, let's have a look. We want some shout-outs. Let's have a look, guys. Yesterday, super chats. I didn't do a live stream yesterday. Super chats. No, super thanks. The love art under the videos, right? These are people that went out of their way to click on the love art under the video. Have you seen it? Have a look, see if you can see it. Because not many people do. Jason Will, he says, evening, mate. Your video output today was quite staggering. As an aside, I wear glasses and have worked in front of computer screens for over 25 years. One advice that I have followed was to regularly drink water squash to keep your eyes moist and to ward off dehydration and headaches. All the best, DKB. Well, Jason, first of all, thank you for supporting my channel, all right? Not only by watching and by commenting, but also contributing to my channel. I genuinely would not be able to do my content if people like you didn't use that super thanks. I'm not joking, right? And it doesn't give, any luxuries or anything. It's purely survival. But yeah, what he's talking about there. First of all, your video output today was quite staggering. I got back into the videos yesterday. I did 10 videos yesterday, I think. 9 on here, 1 on the other channel. I could have done more. But by the end, I don't know if you noticed, my eyes were hurting again. For those of you that don't know, I've been having some real problems with my eyes. And it is to do with the computer screens and everything, I think. I do have the blue reflective screen glasses. They're not blue. They reject or reflect the blue lighting, but I never wear them. But I'm going to have to start doing that. I went to the doctors a couple of days ago. She said I had conjunctivitis. I went to the opticians yesterday and they were like, if you did have it, it's maybe gone. Keep putting the drops in. It'll help clear out any shit that's in there. But they had a proper look yesterday. So I did my normal eye test, and then she went and got the gaffer, and he came and he went, right, what's been going on with your eyes? And he pulled up the chair, and as he swung in, and pushed this machine round, I just thought about how clever some people are. He oozed confidence and intelligence, this man. And you often find that with medical people, I think. Not all, because there's some absolute fucking idiots in the medical profession. I know, because I lived in a hospital for 8 months when my mum was dying. But overall, there's some very intelligent people, right? And this guy, I mean, he looked the part, he was smart, and he was like, let's have a look. And he was moving this machine around, and they clipped something on my eye to keep me out. Oh, I didn't like that. But I just sat there, and I said when I came out to her, I went, do you know what? I absolutely love intelligent people. Very, very clever, intelligent people. Yeah. Honest, guys, I'm not taking a piss of it. I was really impressed. Anyway, cut a long story short, I'm supposed to wear glasses. They're here. I never wear them. Not computer glasses that I was talking about, but these. I call these my Ronnie and Reggies because I think they're like the craze. Well, I'm not going to get any more glasses in a different design. I like these, the Ronnie and Reggies. So if you're in my house and you hear me go, where's my Ronnie and Reggies? I'm talking about these. And I've got, she said you've got one eye that you can't see very far and one eye that can't see very close. So it's a bit of a mix-up going on. The good news is I don't need a new prescription. So these are okay. But this has got a very little cut on it. You probably can't see it, graze on it. €35 to replace one, 70 for both. I'm telling you that because I don't know if that's a good price or not. If you're in the UK, I do like to know whether things are more expensive here or cheaper. So at today's football, I'm going to wear these. Maybe I'll be able to see the players for once, So, yeah, I don't need to get any new glasses. She just said, keep doing what you're doing. I could get reading glasses, but I can't. The reason I don't wear these is because it's just a fucking rigmarole. Like now, or if I go and sit at my computer, I can't wear them because they're too close with the screen, so I take them off for that. If I'll go out and drive or, go to the football, it's perfect. The clarity is amazing, even on the projector. But if I then look at my phone, it's, I've got to take them off. I ain't got time for that, guys. You know what I mean? Fuck that. So, yeah, anyway, going back to my comment, I love talking to you guys in the morning. Jason, Okay, he says to drink water and squat. I would never even thought of stuff like that, to be honest with you. They reckon that when you work on computers, you forget to blink. So you get dry eye. Anyway, Jason, thank you very much, mate. I appreciate you and you're making a difference to my channel and everybody that's watching my videos, trust me. Also, Mark the Legend, channel member, Schwad, my man, he says, and he gives me a little salute. He says, gave you a little gift in the beer kitty also. So he's supporting my channel and supporting me. They're the both thing, I guess. Both the same thing. But the way I try to explain it to people, you know, like what comes in through YouTube goes in the bank, pays the bills, or tries to pay the bills. What goes in the Revolut is my beer kitty. Do you know what I mean? I mean, yes, I did have to dabble into my beer kitty yesterday because I got fucked by a direct debit from the town hall. But as a rule, my beer kitty is my beer kitty, right? So he's done it twice. So he's supported me with a super thanks and a beer. What a legend. And he's called Mark the Legend, by the way. That's his username. Thank you, Mark. Also, David Coleman, channel member, Schwad. Dave says, thanks for all you do for us, DKB. Now, I saw this comment earlier, and I thought to myself, Dave, I thought, what? Thanks for all you do for us. And I thought, what do I do? Do you know what I mean? Like, I do my vids and the website and everything. I do generate revenue from that. So some people go, well, you're not doing it for free. Well, I actually started Cop Talk for free. I do everything for free, really. I just stick a bit of advertising on and try and pay my bills. And if people want you to do stuff, if they enjoy your videos, it's kind of like, well, I'll make videos for you all day as long as I can pay my bills. That's it. That's how I work, you know. But I did think to myself, well, thanks for all you do for us. What do I do? I do try my best to inform people and stuff, keep them up to date on things. I mean, if it was just about money, your videos are only supposed to be about 3 minutes long, you know, for maximum viewer retention. Look, I'm on 22 minutes already. And, you know, I read out everyone's comments on a live stream, not just super chats or whatever that some people do. I don't affiliate with anybody or anything. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I just want to pay my bills, that's it. I'd go for a beer. Dave, thanks, man. I appreciate you. So I think there was just 3 on there yesterday. There was one on my other YouTube channel, Duncan Oldham, that channel, where I did Dunk's Diary yesterday, which was titled Winning. Yeah, I did a video on there yesterday. And Watsy, Schwad, my man. He's a channel member over there. He can be a channel member over there as well, you know. That's the Church of Dunk over there. It's a little bit different to here. He says, 3 days in a row winning the lottery. So he's give it away, hasn't he, in that comment. Yeah, I won the lottery 3 days in a row. 4 numbers each day out of 6. 3 days in a row. I've never had 4 numbers before in my life. Unfortunately, that winning streak ceased today. I didn't win anything. And he says, get in. Can't wait for my new Merc, pal. You're good people, don't. Thanks, bro. I've always made this very clear that if I ever won like a massive fucking lottery win, I would look after everyone that supported me on here. I would. Yeah, definitely. But it'd have to be a big win. But I have always thought how nice it would be if someone had, this isn't trying to lure you in, by the way, it's just the truth. You know, if someone had ever like bought you a coffee, you know, and then you go and win 50, 60, 70 million or something, I'd love to reach out to someone and go, how much you got left on your mortgage? You know, or your credit cards, or here's a new BM or Merc, as what he's saying. And I would do that. I'd love to do that. I would. I think it'd give me great satisfaction in doing that to people, because I think good comes to good, or should go to good. And it would also really, really, really make me feel fucking amazing for everyone that could have supported me over years and never bothered, you know, like thumbsing up a video or something. I'd love them to see it happen. Yeah, I'm twisted too. Yeah, I would. But I just think, if only you'd left a nice comment that day. Anyway, so those are my YouTubes. I don't think anything came in yesterday on PayPal or Monzo. Nothing's come in there. But we do have Revolut. We do have Revolut. And it's a little bit tricky sometimes to navigate around it. But what I can tell you straight away is I must thank Niall. Niall supported me immensely on there yesterday. Niall's top man. He's a really good kid, and I mention him all the time. We speak all the time, every day. And in fact, his last message to me was Euro Millions. Me ass didn't even get one fucking number. Yeah, the Euro Millions. I've never touched anything on that, to be honest with you. But yeah, Niall, thank you, man. Thank you for your ongoing support and friendship. Yesterday, Richard as well. Richard Burford. He says, I thought I'd try Revolut. I hope this covers a coffee. Or he did actually put a coffee or a cider. All the best, Richard. And I did reply, Richard, if you're watching this, I haven't heard back from you yet. That's the one thing I like about Revolut as well. Well, it's not the one thing. It's another thing I like about Revolut is if they've got a Revolut account, you have the app on your phone. I can reply instantly and thank people. Whereas with PayPal, it's not like that. Monzo, it's not like that. YouTube, I have to wait until I see the comment. With Revolut, it pops up on my phone, whatever I'm doing. And I can reply straight away and thank people. So Richard, thank you, man. And I can assure you that will buy me a coffee or a cider. We'll get both, actually. Now, I might need a few coffees tomorrow. Gareth Turner, yesterday, bought me a coffee on Revolut. I was really delighted to hear from him, actually. I'm not going to read his message out to you because I don't know if he wants people to know. Not that there's any secrets or anything. But, it's a private message. But Gareth's a really good kid. And I wondered why he hasn't been around much recently. He's all right. But it was nice for him just to pop up. I met Gareth a year ago at the Cop Talk get-together in Birmingham. And it's just someone I got a lot of time for, It's amazing, really, the people that I have met. I wish they all lived here. I really do, because I'd have the best group of friends ever. I really do. I'd love people like Gareth to be here, and there's Carl as well, and Miserable Martin, and obviously Niall, and there's so many people, I shouldn't read names out because, you leave people out, right? But even my best friend Smooth, I wish he lived here, but if all them personalities lived here, Watty, another one that I met last year, Bryce Partridge, Alan Metcalf, people that I met at the Do last year, if they lived here, I know they'd all go to the football with me, especially now because I'm getting free tickets. No, you're not getting free tickets. We want the club to be successful. I know that they'd go for a beer with me and stuff, It's weird, really. I live in a beautiful country and I've got great friends here, but I've got some really cool people scattered all over the world, So anyway, thank you, Niall. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Gareth. Let me just see if someone hasn't got a Revolut account, you can't message them. Nothing on there, right? Okay. We need to change things up a little bit. Watty again, actually. So he's another one that supported the channel and me. And he said, just watch Dunk's Diary, Guinness tomorrow for you, pal, Watty. Yeah, today would have been my dad's, today was the day that my dad died. So it was I thought I was going to say it would have been his birthday, but it's not his birthday, that's August. No, today's the anniversary of my father's passing, which was back in 1993, which is a long time ago. And yeah, he liked a Guinness, and like what he's saying there, Guinness tomorrow for you, pal, that's nice, innit? I'll do that, I'll have a Guinness from your old man, so. Thank you, Watty. What a lovely guy, he's top man. Also, Anna, there is no surname, but there is an initial. But it says, Anna, have a drink on me for the game tomorrow, YNWA. How cool is that? Do you know what I mean? Nice one, man. Thank you, Anna. I will do that. I am definitely going for a few sherbets in a couple of hours' time. So I haven't got much time. So I need to get going really. But yeah, Anna, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I really do, you know, when I say that. I do. And I tell my peoples when I go for a drink as well, all right? So when I'm with my friends, especially if it pops up on the phone while I'm there, I'll pick my phone up and go, oh, look, Anna's just bought me a beer. And they'll go, who's Anna? You know what I mean? I love doing that when I'm out in an afternoon. It's good. People think it's legendary. They love it's really cool because they all support different clubs, but they all know like how cool you guys are with me. I love it. I'm very proud. Thank you, Anna. Also, William Kehoe as well. Kehoe, I never know if I pronounced that right. From William, have a few on me, Dunk. Cheers, Will. He came on my stream the other night, didn't he? And Mark the Legend again. He did say, didn't he, Mark the Legend? He said, I've sent some over. So, you know, William and Mark there, you know, it's a couple of Magners. And that's all I want to do, really, is do your work during the week. And then on a weekend, go for a beer. Do you know what? It's not so much the beer, going for a drink. It's the social element. You know, like, right, that's it. That's the week done. And, you know, no matter what you got going on in your life, whether it's stresses to do with work, illness, finances, you know, relationship, whatever, you can get to a weekend and go, oh, just gonna have a few hours out, you know. And it's just talking, you know, the football's on. If you know, when I sit with my mates and they're watching their team, I'll encourage, you know, I want to see their team do well as long as it doesn't affect Liverpool, you know. So, but I think that is the end of my announcements. I think so. If I've missed you out, please do tell me, guys. It's super important to me, and I am really pissed off when I realise I forgot someone. I know some of you, all of you, don't do it, you know, for a shout out. You do it to support me and to get me a beer. And I promise you, if I could do the same in return for you, I would, 1,000,000%. But there you go. So I'm going to go. I can hear things bleeping. Remy's out there somewhere. I need to sprucing up a little bit. I've not had a shower or anything this morning. I do apologise. Not had a cup of coffee. So I'm going to get that sorted. I've got to get my camera ready for the game. I've got to get my clothes ready, obviously. Do I go and get some beers? I've got to sort logistics. I've got a lot of things to sort and not much time to sort it in. So let's hope Liverpool get a win. I'm sure we'll be talking about that at some point. Stay in touch with me. You can stay in touch with me very easily via Revolut, by the way. No, I'm on Instagram and X at Duncan Oldham. I try and put stuff out when I'm out, you know. But yeah, leave me a comment, guys. I'd love to hear from you. So if you enjoyed the video, please thumbs up the video. If there's anything you can relate to in this video, you know, to do with, you know, attending neutral football games or something, let me know. Let me know what you think about Leeds, Liverpool, whatever. Let me know what you're doing this weekend. That's super important. I love to know what you guys are doing. I do. It's better than watching EastEnders, reading your comments, you know. I like it. Anything's got to be better than watching EastEnders, isn't it? Yeah, drop me a comment. Thumbs up. What else? Oh yeah, there's a love art under the video if you want to support my channel and become one of these super cool people. There's no excuses. What do you mean, the kids? No, they can miss a meal. Doesn't matter. You can miss a pint. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to support the channel and you like my videos and you think, yeah, I would miss Dunk's vids if they weren't around, there's a love art under the video. All right, that keeps us going. That's just fucking reality. But there are 3 links in the video description. 100% of those comes to me. YouTube take 30% when you use the love art thing, but they're providing the platform and it's convenient. But yeah, Revolut is my beer kitty, and I'm gonna go and have a beer. All right, guys. If you're interested in my local team, CF Benidorm Talk, one word, is the username on YouTube, X, Instagram, and Facebook. Yeah, that's it. Have a great weekend. Thanks for being with me all week. And hopefully I'll be back with you, maybe for a morning briefing tomorrow. We'll see how today went. But most definitely on Monday if everything's all right. So I'm going to go, my eyes are sore. I'm going to go and put that stuff in my eyes. Now, what else to tell you? I'm looking around. No, don't think so, guys. You have a great weekend and enjoy the football. I want you to focus on Liverpool smashing Leeds, even though I've got a bit of a soft spot for them. Fuck them, you know what I mean? And keep an eye on, CF Benidorm. We're top of the league. And, we're going into this game 4 points clear, but we haven't got enough players to play. It's the truth. That's why the game was moved today, because one player wasn't going to be available tomorrow. We've got 3 senior players injured that are having to play injured, because if they don't play, they'd have to play kids, and then you break the rules. And a lot of the kids are playing for the youth team and then playing for us, like, immediately. So we've got a real crisis going on. And it would make me exceptionally happy if you were to follow any of those accounts. And the club know my involvement and connection with Liverpool over the last fucking 3 decades or whatever, nearly, right? So they think it's great that Liverpool fans, especially Liverpool fans overseas, are following, just to see how that club's doing, David Villa is the owner. You obviously know who David Villa is. And, the intentions are to get this club up the divisions, And you look at it like this, right? If that club got to La Liga, for example, it's not a long way off. It's doable, right? Along the way, there's a plan, like, I won't go into all that, but if it ever did do it, like, can you imagine how much of a story that would be, and you'd be involved from it? And that means then that I will be turning around to you guys that have been with me from the start. There's people like Matt, people like Carl, Henry the Hero, that even Jen, I think, still watches the live games. The games are live. It'll be on YouTube at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Just search CF Benidorm. Sometimes the stream can be a little bit late starting, but it should be live. Imagine if they did get up the divisions and I turn around to you and go, right, I've spoke to the owners and we want you to come over. That's how it works, right? And in my role as supporter liaison officer, I've made it clear to my friends at the supporters club here that I am part of, right? That's us. We go to the games home and away, that I'll make sure they're always looked after. Because that was a conversation that came up with me last week. Or if the club becomes, really successful, maybe they'll forget about us. They won't forget about you while I'm there. And even if I had to leave, I'll make sure, And I don't think that'll ever happen, because the people running that club, owning that club at every single level at that club, absolutely really appreciate everyone. And that's why I want it to be a success. And the manager said to us at the end of last season, every one of you is like 1,000 supporters, because you could all be off watching Valencia or Elche, La Liga teams. So every one of you, I see you at every game. Each one of you is 1,000 supporters to me in this club. So yeah, I want this club to do well. And we fucking love football, right? Yeah. Let's see how we get on today. Tough game today. All right, guys, take care. Thumbs up, comment, beer. Never mind the super thanks. Get us a beer.